أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء. أما بعد، فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well. And can everyone hear me loud and clearly?
Yes.
Yes, Sheikh.
Brilliant. Okay. Right. Just give me 1 second. I just want to. Right.
Where is everybody?
They'll be coming, inshallah. Right. So last week we did lesson number 1. And in this lesson, we did a few things in here, which I said I was going to concentrate and focus on. Now, over here it says Al-Mudarrisu. So, Sister Tahra, can you read this sentence? Al-Mudarrisu, this paragraph here.
Page 3.
Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wa kayfa haluka anta ya Hashim? Ana uhibbuka kathiran ya Hashim. Innaka, sorry.
Yep, correct. Continue.
Innaka talibun zakiyun wa mujtahidun wa dhu khuluqin. Amin Pakistana anta am minal Hindi ya Hashim?
Correct. Translation.
Okay. So Hashim had asked, the Mudarrisu, the teacher is answering Alhamdulillah. Praise be to Allah. Wa kayfa, and how are you, O Hashim? I am Ana uhibbuka kathiran ya Hashim. I like you a lot, Hashim.
Correct.
Innaka talibun dhakiyun. You are hardworking.
No, not you. Shul in inna means
Oh,
indeed.
inna.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Surely you are. Dhakiyun is
Intelligent.
Sorry.
Intelligent.
Okay. Surely you are an intelligent and a hardworking student, and you possess good manners. Are you from Pakistan or
India?
Are you from Pakistan or are you from India, O Hashim?
Correct. Okay, this is the thing I need to focus on. Now, over here, we have, I'm going to ask Sister Roshan Jafar. Sister Roshan Jafar, can you unmute yourself?
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, I couldn't stay joining in. Yes.
No problem. No, that's fine. We just started. Ana uhibbuka kathira. Can you try to elaborate? What do you understand by this? Ana uhibbuka kathira.
So, Ana is I.
Yep.
Uhibbuka. I love or I like.
Yeah.
Ka means you.
Correct.
Kathiran, lots.
Okay. What are you doing? Yeah. What are you doing lots of?
A liking.
Correct. Now, correct. That is correct. Now, the question now I want to ask you: who is the doer, and where is the object?
So the doer is the teacher.
Okay, correct.
So that is the object.
That is the object. How could it be if the teacher is a doer? How can he be the object as well at the same time?
Sorry. Yes. So and the object is the student.
Correct.
Hashim
Yes.
is the student.
So here the pronoun ana. So can you see this ana?
Right.
Ana uhibbuka kathiran. Now remember this. Now, is ana a verb or a noun or a pronoun?
Pronoun.
So a pronoun is not a verb. It's a noun, correct?
Correct. Yes.
Now, in the Arabic language, when a noun starts a sentence, what is it called? Nominal sentence.
Nominal sentence. Yes.
And the nominal sentence, how many parts does it contain?
So nominal sentence contains a doer.
No, not a doer. A subject.
A subject and an object.
No, a subject and a predicate. Ahsante Sisoma. Subject and a predicate. Okay?
Right. Okay.
So when I say ana talibun, where is the subject and where is the subject and where is the predicates? Ana talibun. I am a student. Where is the subject and where is the predicates?
So ana is the subject,
yeah,
and talibun is the predicate.
Correct. Now that ana is a noun and it's a pronoun as well. So a noun is also a category. A pronoun is a category of nouns. Okay, so you have nouns, preposition, and so forth. Not nouns. You have adjectives. You have superlative nouns. There's different types of nouns. All of them are in the category of nouns, even though it's a pronoun. Now, talibun, is it a noun or a verb?
Talibun is a noun.
Correct. So both of these words are nouns, and one is the subject, the other one is a predicate, mubtada and khabar. Are you with me, Sister Roshan, so far?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Now, when you get lost, just tell me you've lost me. Now,
so when you say mubtada and khabar, so mubtada is the subject, correct, and khabar is the predicate.
Correct. So khabar is, or the predicate is the news which is being given about the subject. Okay.
Okay.
Now, ana uhibbuka kathiran. Now over here, ana is a noun, and it's a subject. Now, whenever there's a subject, you require a predicate, a khabar.
A khabar, right?
So in ana talibun, ana was the subject, talibun was the khabar, and talibun is a noun and it's coming as a khabar. That's one category. That is one category which comes as a khabar. A noun by itself, one noun can come as a khabar. This is one classification. The second type of khabar you can have, it's a verbal sentence. It is a verbal sentence. So uhibbuka, it's I am doing. Ka is the attached pronoun, which is in the accusative case as an object. I like you.
Right.
So this is in the accusative case, but the harakat of it being in the accusative case is not visible. So let me explain this. Now, uhibbuka is coming in, it's a verbal sentence, and it's coming as the predicate. It's coming as the khabar for ana.
Right.
And okay, let me ask another question to further elaborate this now. Now, in the Arabic language, whenever you have a verb, what is the harakat given to the doer of the verb?
The doer would be the subject of it, so it will be a dhamma.
So if I want to say Zaid sorry, if I want to say Muhammad wrote a letter, Muhammad wrote a letter, how would you say that? The verb is kataba.
So kataba Muhammadun letter.
The word is risala. Risalatun.
That's it.
What would be the harakat of risalatun if it's coming as an object?
Risalatun, you just said it. Thank you.
No, I didn't say the right answer.
Risalatan.
Okay,
so that's
it's an object, so it becomes fata, musa. I'm trying to learn the Arabic term.
So what was the answer?
Yeah, risalatan.
Why is it risalatan?
Verb started the sentence.
Excellent. Yeah.
So accusative.
Accusative case. Fatha tanween. Risalatan. Okay. Ana uhibbuka. So kataba Muhammadun risalatan. Muhammad is the doer. And what did he do? He wrote a letter. That is the object. And the ruling of an object for a verb is that it's an accusative case. If it comes with alif lam, it will get one fatha. If it's without alif lam, if it's indefinite, it will come with fatha.
Fatha tanween.
Fatha tanween. Sister Tahir, are you following as well?
Yes, thank you. Yes.
So, ana uhibbuka kathiran. Now, mashallah, sister Roshan got it right. Kathiran, I said, what are you doing a lot? You're doing a lot of loving or liking, okay? Now, what's happened here is that kathiran, so this is here, this word kathiran in Arabic is called maf'ul mutlaq. This type of maf'ul is called maf'ul mutlaq. Okay, you say, what am I saying? Maf'ul mutlaq. Okay, now in Surah Muzammil. Let me go to Surah Muzammil. Give me 1 second. Let me just look at that file on the screen. The reason why I'm going so much details is because I'm trying to prepare yourselves to understand the Quran, and these things come in the Quran, and this is the reason why I have to go in this much detail. Otherwise, there is no need for me.
How are you going to need all these grammar in Quran?
Because the Quran is full of grammar. To understand the Quran,
Sentence, understand it. It just, going to the detailed category, does it really help us?
Yes, it does. And makes you understand the eloquency of the Quran, because the Quran is a miracle in the Arabic language. And to understand the miracle, you need to know the Arabic grammar to be able to appreciate the Quran itself.
Hey, can I ask you a question about this sentence?
Yep.
So when we say ana uhibbuka, the ka is actually the maf'ul bihi, right?
No, it's called this maf'ul. This kathir is called maf'ul. It's maf'ul, but there's different types of maf'ul in the Arabic language.
So you are saying that this is accusative, is that right?
But
you can't see it in a pronoun, right?
Yeah. So ka. So all pronouns. Yes, that's right. So ka is a maf'ul bihi. That's correct. But because it's all pronouns, they are indeclinable. They're solid. They do not change their harakat.
Yeah.
So this pronoun is in the place of the accusative case, being the object.
Okay.
And the word kathir is maf'ul mutlaq.
Okay, all right.
Because I'll explain this now. Now, in this surah here, let me explain. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The word qam, so qala yaqulu, what is the imperative of qala yaqulu?
Qul.
Qul means to say, yes. Now, qama, qaf, alif, mim, like it's on the same pattern as qala yaqulu. Qala means he said, yaqulu, he is saying. Now, this here, word qum, Qama means he stood.
Yeah.
Yaqumu means he is standing. Okay? And when this itself, qum,
It's an imperative.
is imperative, exactly. So normally, whenever there is a sukoon on a letter, the meme should have a sukoon. But because the letter after it is alif lam, so to join a silent letter with alif lam, you will give it a kasra. So that's the reason why it's got a kasra, kumil layla. Okay? So kumil layla means rise during the night, illa qalila, except
A little.
a little. Okay? So what is he going to do little? Standing. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is being requested qiyaman qalila. So the word should be, so qalil itself means little. What is he doing little? Little is an adjective for the action which is being required from him. Correct?
Right.
Qalil is an adjective. Little. The word should be the first word. What this adjective is describing is the standing of Rasulullah. So, qiyaman qalila. So what maf'ul mutlaq? It is, now I'll explain what is maf'ul mutlaq. I'll give you one more. Let me give you one more example. Now over here, awzid alayhi warattil Qur'ana tartila. This one here. Awzid alayhi warattil Qur'ana tartila. Awzid means to add upon it. Warattil, and recite the Quran in a form of tartila. So he's explaining how the Prophet should recite the Quran. He should recite it with a tartil.
So zid is an imperative too?
Yes, it's imperative. Okay. Now, I'll give you an example. If I say in English, I punched him a blow. I punched him a blow. What does that mean?
So I hit him. I hurt him. I hit him.
Exactly. If I say
your punch was hard.
My punch was hard. Exactly. And if I say
and it was in a command way.
Yes, correct. And also, if I say I hit him. Now I hit him. Does it really give any description of how I actually accomplish or I undertook the action itself of hitting? I hit him.
It could be just a pet, or it could be just a little light hit.
Exactly.
When you say it the other way, it's like the sound makes it like it was a command and it was a strong blow.
Exactly. So that is called maf'ul mutlaq. Now I'm going to explain this now and elaborate this even further now. So I'll give you 2 ayat, and now the reason why I'm doing this, and I think with yourselves, because you're mashallah a good group, a small group, and I'm going to do with yourselves, I'm going to go through all of the 8 different types of maf'uls with you. I haven't done it with the other class, but I'm going to do it with you. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay.
So Sheikh does, sorry.
Yeah.
So Sheikh, does that mean maf'ul mutlaq always has an imperative and the way?
No. So what it is, so I'll explain. So what it is that the maf'ul mutlaq is a noun, which is a derivative, or it is derived from the same root word of the verb which is being used in the sentence.
Oh, I see.
That's what a maf'ul mutlaq is. So it's literally a same word from the same root word as the verb which is being used in the sentence. So for example,
verb?
No, it's a noun. It's a noun. Maf'ul mutlaq is not a verb, it's a noun.
No, so, but when you say it's from the same root word as the verb?
Yeah, the verb which is being used in the sentence.
Okay.
So for example, if I said darabtuhu darbatan, this is a really popular example. Darabtuhu darbatan shadidan. Darabtuhu, I hit him. Darbatan, the word darbatan is also, darbatan is a noun from the same root word as daraba. Darabtuhu darbatan shadidan. I'll write this, I'll give you an example. This is a good example. Let me just send this in the group. Where is Sister La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Where is our sister from Canada?
Zarabano?
Sister Zarabano, and also the other sister as well, who runs the actual Quran classes.
Oh,
Sister
Bilqis.
Bilqis,
Yes.
she's not from. Is she from Canada?
She's moved to the fast track class, I think.
She was there initially, but she's stopped. But I haven't seen her for a couple of weeks. She went to Pakistan, and I haven't heard from her since.
She's in Dar es Salaam now with her sister, and she said we're doing it together. So
I know she was, but I haven't seen her for a while. I'll ring her tomorrow.
okay.
Can you say that word again? It's what is this?
I'm writing this
Called
down.
maful. No.
mutlaq.
I'm writing this down for you now, so that you've got this, because I want to, because with yourselves, I want to see how you respond to this new method I'm going to use with yourselves. Darbatan shadidan. I'm writing this example and translating for you.
So, Sheikh, what would be the English translation of maful?
That's exactly. That's what I was.
It's called a cognate object.
Cognate object. Maybe if you can write the word in Arabic and then the translation.
Yeah,
so then,
I'm going to do that now. Give me 2 seconds. I hit him a severe blow. This is called maf'ul mutlaq. I'm just writing this down. Maf'ul al-mut. So the reason why this is important, because you need to understand whenever there's a verb, there is also a
Noun.
No, an object.
Okay.
Whenever there's a verb, there's also an object. So I wrote it down. ضربته ضربة شديدا. I hit him a severe blow. So ضربة شديدا is called مفعول مطلق. So the word ضربته, I hit him. ضربة is the same root word as ضرب. Okay. Now, before I explain from this text book, which is quite popular one, which we use in the Hausa, let's read this now. First of all, maf'ul bihi. When you say maf'ul bihi, in English, it's called a direct object. For example, in example, kataba. Should I write the example? Kataba Muhammadun risalatan.
Sure.
I'll write this example down so you remember this example as well. Kataba Muhammadun
Sheikh, are you going to send this to us, or should we just take a picture?
What, this book? I'll send it to you. I'll send it across to you. But first of all, I want you to understand it, and I'll send it to you after this lesson. Kataba Muhammadun risalatan. Muhammad wrote a letter. So this is called al-maf'ul direct object. I've sent in the. Have you got it on your phones?
Yes.
So
yes,
here, so you can see that Now, the way to differentiate between maf'ul mutlaq and maf'ul bihi is easy. Maf'ul mutlaq, it's a noun which shares the same root word as the verb in the sentence. And a direct object would not be same as the verb in that sentence. And maf'ul bihi, it's upon what the doer did the action upon. So the writing action was done on a letter. So a letter, Muhammad wrote a letter.
Mhm.
Is that clear?
Yes.
So maf'ul bihi is direct object.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And maf'ul mutlaq?
Maf'ul mutlaq, I'm going to explain now from the screen. I'm going to explain from the screen. Okay. I'm going to ask yourself, Sister Huma, let's read first what is a direct object. So, Bismillah.
A direct object is a noun signifying the thing to which the action of the verb was done. It does not change the form of the verbs. Example, the student sharpened his pencil.
Mm-hmm.
His pencil is the direct object because it signifies the thing which was sharpened.
Correct.
However, it does change the form of the passive verb when it becomes representative of the subject. It also becomes nominative, as we saw above.
Okay, this last paragraph, don't worry about this as yet, because this is, I haven't taught you this yet, but I'll explain this later. At the moment, just understand his pencil is the direct object because it signifies the thing which was sharpened. Now, if you read the Arabic is much more easier to understand. I'm going to ask Sister Shabnam. Sister Shabnam.
Assalamu alaikum. Yes.
Alaikum salam.
Okay.
Let's read. Ma, so ma in the Arabic language, ma means what?
What?
Huwa means it. Ma huwa al-maf'ulu bihi.
Ma huwa maf'ulul bihi.
Yep. What is?
What is the direct object?
Yeah, what is maf'ul bihi? Now, let me help you now. Read the Arabic and I'll help you translate now. Go ahead.
Al-maf'ul bihi huwa ismu dalla ala ma waqa'a.
Alayhi.
Can do a little bigger, sorry. Yes. Okay, perfect. Waqa'a alayhi fi'lun wa lam tughayyir li'ajlihi suratal fi'li.
Nahwu. Nahwu means, for example.
Yara talmizu qalaman.
Okay. Everyone got that piece of paper with them?
Yes.
Okay. The word dalla. Let's break it down first. Okay. And this textbook is taught in the second year in the Hawza, okay? Or sometimes in the first second semester. Okay. This textbook which I'm using, okay? Dalla. Dalla is a past tense verb. The present tense verb for dalla, Sister Huma, you remember?
Dalla is the
past tense.
Present tense.
Yeah, what's the present tense?
Yadalla?
No, dalla yadullu.
Yadullu.
Yeah. Dalla yadullu. You know the word dalil, we use it in Arabic. Dalil in Urdu we use, in other languages the word dalil. That's the root word is dalla. Dalla yadullu dalilan. What does dalla yadullu mean? Anyone? Does anyone remember?
An example or something?
Yeah, dalla yadullu means it indicates.
Indicates. Okay.
Yeah, dalla yadullu. I'm writing this down in the group for you as well. Just give me 1 second. Yeah. Dalla yadullu. It indicates, okay? Dalla yadullu is a verb, okay? So al-maf'ul bihi huwa ism. So maf'ul bihi huwa, it is a
name or object, not like noun.
Yeah. It is a noun. Dalla means it indicates.
It indicates upon what?
On, exactly. Ala means upon. Ma means what. Now, can you see this fi'lun?
That's a verb.
Action.
Action. Okay.
So fi'l means verb, also comes in the meaning of action. So
Action.
here,
Yes.
the word fi'lun comes in the meaning action.
Okay.
Alayhi means upon.
It.
Alayhi, this pronoun he, is referring back to the ism, or the maf'ul
The
bihi,
name. Yeah.
the noun. Waqa'a, the word waqa'a, idha waqa'atil waqi'ah. Waqa'a, it occurred or it happened. Waqa'a. Waqa'a.
So if it occurred, wouldn't it be in a passive way?
No, 1 second. Let me write this
Sorry.
word down. Waqa'a. And I'm going to do the verb conjugation with yourselves as well. Yaqa, because if I do these verb conjugations, when it comes in the Quran, you would already had practice with these verbs, and it will be easier for me as well and for you because you've had practice. Waqa'a. Waqa'a yaqa'u. It occurred or happened. And I'll write the imperative down as well. Waqa'a. Has everyone seen the WhatsApp group?
Yes.
Waqa'a yaqa'u. And the imperative is qa. Qa is the imperative.
Okay.
Of course, I'll go through these verbs gradually. I'm just telling you the past and present, and then I'll go through each of the verb conjugation for the past tense, the present tense, and the imperatives. And I'll give you ayat of the Quran as well on these patterns as well, so that you become much more familiar with the Quran as well, inshallah. So al-maf'ul bihi huwa ism. It indicates dalla. What indicates? The noun indicates. Ala, on. So ala ma, on what? Ala ma means on what? Now, can you see the dhamma tanween here on fi'lun?
Yeah.
So whenever there's a dhamma tanween and there's a verb, this implies, so sometimes between the verb and the fa'il or the doer, you sometimes can have a preposition, alayhi. So alayhi is a preposition which can come between the verb and the
Doer.
So fi'lun is the action. So action, fi'lun means action. So let's translate now from here now. Maf'ul bihi, it is a noun. It indicates on what the action happened upon it.
Oh.
So this word here, qalaman, it is a noun. It indicates upon what the action of sharpening happened upon it. Does it make sense now?
Yeah.
So let me explain again with the example. Al-maf'ulu bihi huwa ismun. Now, I'm going to teach you something else as well, which I haven't taught the other classes yet. Now, Sister Shabnam, Sister Huma, Sister Tahira, Agha Hassan Ali, how can you tell me qalaman is a noun? How can you tell me?
The tanween and the mansub form.
Okay, who agrees to Sister Tahira?
Sorry, it could be
It's the
qalaman
object
too.
of the
Yeah,
thing.
depends on where it is in the sentence, Sheikh.
Sister Huma, Sister Shabnam, Sister Roshan, qalaman. How do you know it is a noun?
It is a noun and it is verbal sentence, and qalaman is the object, so it's a noun.
How is
And
a noun? How is it a noun? How do you know it is a noun?
It has
Because of the fatha tanween.
the kasrat tanween, accusative.
Fatha tanween.
Fatha tanween, it's an accusative case.
Correct. Sister Tahira, you're right. I was just trying to get everyone else involved in the class to think, yes. Remember this point. Fatha tanween, tanweens are something which never occur upon
A verb.
verbs, yes. Okay.
Any kind of tanweens. Or is it just fatha tanween we are talking about?
Yeah, all tanweens. Fatha tanween, kasra tanween, dhamma tanween, all of the tanweens are a sign of nouns, never signs of verbs. Because let me just explain this. Write this down as a note, and inshallah, I'll teach this and I'll elaborate this further. A verb, a verb only has 3 states. Does anyone know the 3 states? A verb has 3 states. Number 1, marfu. Marfu means a dhamma. A noun only has a dhamma, not a dhamma tanween. So yadribu, the ba has a
Dhamma.
dhamma. You can write this example down. Yadribu is called marfu. It has 1 dhamma. Number 1. Number 2, a noun can be mansub. When I mean mansub, it only takes 1 fatha. Lan, the word lan, lam, noon, lan yadriba.
We are saying the types of verbs, or what are we discussing now?
We are discussing the harakat, the states of a verb. So a verb can have 3 states. And what are those 3 states? Raf, nasb, and jazm.
Jazm.
Yeah. So I'll write all 3 this down, because some of you may, or some of the
You just said marfu dhamma.
Yes. So a verb can receive a dhamma, not a dhamma tanween.
Yes,
verb,
that's what I understood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Raf itself is a dhamma.
Yes, only a dhamma. So a verb will receive a dhamma, not a dhamma, like nouns, they get
Not
take
a
a dhamma.
tanween.
Yeah, nouns take a dhamma tanween and take a dhamma, but verbs only take a dhamma. So I'm writing this down because inshallah I will do this with you, because I'm probably going to do it more intensive with yourselves, inshallah, as long as you're happy. If it's too much, just mention it to me, Sheikh. Take it easy, and I'll dilute my lessons with yourselves. This is called halatul marfu. Halatul marfu or halatul raf, you could say.
So Sheikh, fi'lun is a noun, but it can also mean. Sorry, go ahead.
Just one second, let me finish this off.
Yeah.
Lan yadriba. He will never hit. This is called halatul nasb. And thirdly, lam yadrib. Lam yadrib. He will never hit. He will not hit. So I'm going to give these examples, and then he will not hit. Halatul right. These are the 3 states for a verb. Yadribu, halatul raf. When the noun, the last letter of the singular verb receives a dhamma. Yadribu. The second state for a verb is lan yadriba. So whenever lan comes, it gives the meaning of future negation. Lan yadriba, he will never hit. And finally, a last state for a verb is lam yadrib. He will not hit, past tense. Sorry, my mistake. He did not hit. Not he will not hit. He did not hit. Because it changes the past tense meaning. He did not. He did not hit. So lam yadribu means he is hitting, but when lam comes, it changes the meaning to past tense. Lam yadrib, he did not hit. So you see the ba in the third example, lam yadrib, halatul jazm, it gets a sukoon. Is that clear with everyone?
So you said there are 3 types of verbs.
No, 3 states for a verb.
States of verbs.
Yeah.
When it gets a zamma.
Yep.
And nasb, we were talking.
Fatha, when it gets a fatha.
Okay, when it is fatha. Okay.
Yeah. And the third one is sukoon.
Okay.
Sukoon in Arabic is called halatul jazm. This is Shabnam, Tahira, Roshan, Agha Hassan Ali, is that clear?
Yes.
Like I'm completely lost.
Completely lost.
No.
Sukoon
Yes.
is
Okay.
okay. Not
Okay.
jar.
Okay, that's fine. Let me explain for Agha Hassan Ali, because this is really important, because to understand the Quran, these concepts have to be clear. Give me 1 second. Let me just change the slide. So what are you saying, Sister Shabnam?
I thought the 3 states were marfu, mansub, and majrur, but
no,
you said
majrur. Yeah, majrur, it's only for nouns, not for verbs. Halatul jazm or halatul majzum, it's for a verb.
oh,
Okay. Let me go to this. Give me 1 second. Let me just go to. Okay, Hassan Ali, can you see this on the screen?
Yes.
Now, this word here, qul. Qul, what type of, now qul itself, the past tense of qul is qala, yes?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Qala. And the present tense is yaqulu. Yes? You agree there?
Okay.
Now, the imperative, the amr, is qul. Qala yaqulu qul. Now, the last letter, what harakat does it have on the lam of qul?
The sakin.
Sakin. This sakin is called in Arabic, when a noun receives a sakin, it's called jazm. Halatul jazm. So when halatul jazm.
Okay.
So when a verb has a sakin, it's called halatul jazm. So it's qul. So the verb itself, you remember that when we did nouns, we can say, remember we said we could say Muhammadun, we can say Muhammadan and Muhammadin. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That the noun will receive a dhamma tanween, a fatha tanween, and a kasra tanween.
Right.
Yes?
Right.
Like over here, let's see. Min sharrin. Sorry. Min, let's do the word hasidin. Hasidin has a kasra tanween. Yeah, is that correct? Hasidin means a person who does hasad of someone. Yes? Hassan Ali?
Yes.
Now, any tanween, fatha tanween, dhamma tanween, or kasra tanween, these are signs of a noun. Only nouns
Noun.
will get tanweens itself. Tanweens, okay?
Okay.
All nouns will get tanweens. Verbs will never get tanweens itself. That's a ruling, a generic or a universal ruling. The verb, for example, can you see this verb here? Qul a'udhu. A'udhu. A'udhu means I seek refuge.
Refuge.
So a'udhu, the dhal of a'udhu has a dhamma. Has a
Dhamma.
dhamma. So this state of a verb, when the last letter has a dhamma, is called halatul marfu. And verbs will only get a dhamma. They will never get tanweens. Dhamma, tanween. You cannot say a'udhun. That is absolutely incorrect. Only verbs will come with a dhamma. A'udhu. So that is the first state. That is the first state, okay? Then the other state for the verb, let me show you. Just give me 2 seconds. Let me find the example. Give me 2 seconds. I will give you examples from the Quran so you remember them as well. Okay, I'm going to go to Surah Baqarah. Baqarah, if you got the Quran, verse number 61.
Lan nasbira.
Ahsanti.
Also lan tanalul birra, right?
Yeah, yes, right. Let's read. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى. And when you said, Ya Musa, O Musa, lan nasbira. So the word lan is coming. Now, when lan comes in front of the present tense verb, the last letter change its harakat from a dhamma to a fatha. So sabara, yasbiru. Sabara means he was patient. Yasbiru, he is being patient. He is being patient. And lan nasbira means that we were not
patient.
We were not patient, and we did not have sabr.
Yeah.
So here, Aghasanali, lan is coming and changing the harakat of the ra, which is the present tense verb, to a fatha. So lan is a particle which comes in front of the present tense and changes the harakat from a dhamma from a dhamma to a fatha. Is that clear?
Mm-hmm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to explain here.
So
So
it was
does
a
this
noun
happen
first.
with-
Sorry.
Yeah,
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead, Agha.
So this happens with every word which starts with lan.
Yes, every verb.
Are there any other words like lan which will change the verb into from the dhamma to kasra?
No, good question. Kasra is a sign of a noun, not a sign of a verb. There's no particles. That's a good question. No, it's a good question you've asked. a noun will never get a kasra. Always a noun will either get a dhamma, a fatha, or a sukoon.
You said a verb
You
will.
mean a verb, right?
Sorry,
Sheikh?
yeah.
Verb.
My mistake. Yeah.
Oh,
A verb. Well, the verb will either get a dhamma, one fatha,
yes,
or a sukoon.
right.
That is only 3 harakat of a verb. Dhamma, fatha, and a sukoon.
Sukun. Right.
Okay, so write this example down. Lan nasbira. And when we said to Musa, we cannot bear. So lan nasbira, what did he say? Lan nasbira ala ta'amin wahid. Look at these Jews. Oh Musa, we cannot bear. Nasbira means have patience, or bear ala ta'amin wahidin, on one dish. So the word wahidin is an adjective for food. Ta'amin wahidin, because of ala. Yes, can you see ala?
Yes.
Ala means as a preposition. Ala ta'amin, food. How many foods are you talking about? Wahidin.
One.
The wahidin is getting a kasra tanween because it's the adjective for ta'am.
So Sheikh, can I ask you a question here,
Yeah.
please?
Go ahead.
We have learned la'alla and inna, and they change the marfu dhamma to fatha,
Correct.
and so these cannot come in front of a verb. They can, right?
No, inna cannot come in front of a verb. No.
Oh,
Oh, it can only come in front of a noun
Nouns.
only.
That's right. That's right.
And even la'alla.
even la'alla.
Yes, that is right. They only come in front of nouns, not in front
Oh,
of.
so that's one of the signs that if there is a la'alla or a inna, then following it will just be a noun?
Correct. Correct.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. That's such a
I
good
asked
tip.
that because I thought it could come
No. Please, no. Now I'll give you another ayah. Ayah number 55 of Surah Baqarah.
Thank you.
Okay. To be honest, I may be teaching book 3 in the way I'm going with yourself. I may be teaching book 3 in 20 lessons. Okay, so I know it's a 10-book lesson, but I may be teaching you over 20 lessons. Okay, so you okay with that? Yes.
Learn something.
Sorry, I didn't understand nothing what you said there.
As long as we're understanding, Sheikh.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll make you understand. Okay, let me find the next ayah. Ayah number 55. So it should be 54 on this one here. 54, where's 54? This one here. وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى. وَإِذْ قَالَ. وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى. When? Who said?
Musa.
Yeah. When Musa said, Li is for. Li means for. قَوْمِهِ, to his people.
His people.
وَإِذْ قَالَ مُوسَى لِقَوْمِ, to his people, يَا قَوْمِ, oh my people. So you see this now? إِنَّكُمْ, as you was asking Sister Shabnam. إِنَّكُمْ, surely you. So kum is the actual, remember we did in book 1, lesson 1, book 3, that it should originally was anta dhalamtum, you did injustice, anfusakum, and if you want to say surely, anta changes to, with inna changes to what? Ahsant. It changes from anta dhalamtum, change innakum. So surely you, what did you do? Dhalama, dhalimu, you did injustice.
Oppressed, right?
You oppressed yourself.
On yourself.
Yeah, anfusakum. By what? What did you do? بِإِتِّخَاذِكُمُ الْإِجْلَ. By you taking the calf So the word, I haven't done this word with you.
Akhadha. Okay.
Yeah,
Akhadha.
the root
Okay.
word is akhadha. The root
Yeah,
word is
got it.
akhadha, and this has changed from akhadha to a different pattern, which I haven't taught you as yet. So it's a different
Yeah, that's
pattern. It's a
fine.
verb,
Mhm.
بِاتِّخَاذِكُمُ الْإِجْلَ, that you took the calf as your God,
God, yeah.
yeah, as your creator.
Mhm.
And then we say to Allah, Allah as a Musa alayhi salam, fa here, it comes as a
Fatubu.
requital.
So,
fatubu ila bari'ikum. So taba,
turn to
no, taba, repent.
repent. Yeah.
Yeah, this is an imperative. So like qala yaqulu, taba yatubu.
Tubu. Okay.
And tubu, it's the imperative. Tub, the imperative is qul, qul qulaqu, qul qulaqu. Sorry, qul qulaqulu. Tub, tuba, tubu, fatubu. So fatubu is the imperative. You repent ila bari'ikum, to your creator. Faqtulu anfusakum.
Slay yourselves or kill yourself.
Yeah.
So kill your nafs yourself.
Exactly. Control your souls itself.
Yeah. Wow. So lan will only come in front of a verb.
Correct.
Right?
Present
Okay.
tense verb.
Okay. Present tense.
And lam too, right? Sorry,
and the other one is lam.
Lam.
Mhm.
Okay.
So look at here. This one more example, and then I'll go to lam. وَإِذْ, ayah number 55. وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى, and when you said
When you say,
to O Musa, لَن نُؤْمِنَ لَكَ حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ جَهْرَةً, you will never believe, we will never believe to you until we see
Allah.
we
we
see
see
Allah
Allah.
visibly, jahratan.
Manifest.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
No, when the thunderbolt came, right?
Yeah. فَأَخَذَتْ الصَّاعِقَةُ, and the thunderbolt came to them. وَأَنْتُمْ,
Mhm.
and you were نَظَرَ يَنْظُرُ وَأَنْتُمْ, this is plural, فعل مضارع معلوم, present tense. وَأَنْتُمْ تَنْظُرُونَ, and you were looking.
Yeah.
While this wow, now this here, look, this is good now. This wow,
Mhm.
this is called wow haliya. This wow, when
State.
yeah, while you were looking. So
Mhm.
فَأَخَذَتْكُمُ الصَّاعِقَةُ, the thunderbolt took them. And then after that, you have a sentence. Now this wow here, this wow is the same wow which we use. This is wow haliya, and while you were looking.
Mhm.
Right. One more, I want to give you lam, and then I'm going to end the class, and I just want you to chew on what I've just taught you this today, because I think it's a bit too much. Too much. But if I do more details, it may be too difficult for you then to absorb all the information. I think even now I'm worried that it may be a bit too much, but khair, we'll do it inshallah. Over here now. Aghay Hassan Ali.
Yes.
This word lam. So first of all, we're talking about lan. Lan gives the meaning of never. Lan nasbira. We cannot bear this. We will never bear this. Lan means never, and it enters present tense, and it gives you a fatha. Is that okay?
Yes. Yes.
Hassan Ali? When he says yes, I will say yes. Now the other thing which comes in front of present tense is lam. This one here. The word, this one here, this word, I'll write this down in the group, is walada. Walad. You know the word walid. You know what the root word is for walid? Why the father is called walid? Does anyone know?
From walada?
Yeah, the one who is the actual originator.
There,
Person
BK.
originates the child itself. So that's why he's called walid, and walida, the one who get again the participant in the origination of a child or bringing the child to birth. So walada yalidu. Walada means he gave birth, and walada is the past tense.
Yeah.
The present tense is yalidu. Can you see this verb? Remove the lam. The dal has a sukoon. Change that sukoon to a dhamma. What does it become, Sister Huma? Ahsantum, agha, becomes yalidu.
Yalidu.
So yalidu means he is giving birth. But when lam comes, means that he did not give birth, past tense. So when lam comes, it changes to past tense meaning. Is this clear so far? Or a bit? Of course, I'll need to do more practice.
So what you said is lan comes in front of the present tense verb and lam comes in the past tense verb.
No. Lam comes in the present tense verb, but change the meaning from present tense to past tense.
Okay.
Sheikh, you know, when you said those three states of kul and the other word we just did, tub, right?
Taba yatub. I'll write that down as well.
Okay.
Taba. If we say this in salah every day, astaghfirullah rabbi wa atubu wa atubu. I repent wa atubu ilay, towards you or towards him. We say in salah every day, astaghfirullah. I seek forgiveness. Wa atubu, and I return back in repenting. So we say these words daily, and we don't realize that we say these words as well.
So Sheikh, the imperative would be tub?
Yep. Same as taba yatubu. Qala yaqulu, sorry. I'll do all of these verb conjugations with you as well. But you have to put the time in. Inshallah, what I'll do, I'll send you tomorrow. It's going to be a bit late for me today. I'll send you all of the verb conjugation of past, present, and imperatives. Practice them, and then next week I'll test you on all of these, and then inshallah see how far we get.
Inshallah.
He repented. I want to wear that. Taba yatubu tub. I wrote it down as well, the imperative, okay?
Okay.
Right, okay. I will not take any more of your time because it's midday afternoon for yourself.
Just a small question. Check, just a small question.
Yes, Bismillah, go ahead.
Okay, in the Adhan we say Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulallah. Is it right?
Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Rasulullah. Muhammadan, anna is again what we done, so lesson 1. Anna enters a mubtada and khabar. It changes the mubtada to a fatha. So Muhammadun changed to Muhammadan, and there's a shadda which is put there. So then it's Muhammadar and Rasulullah, the messenger of Allah. So Rasulullah is the khabar of anna.
So the book I have a booklet which says Rasulallah. That's why I was worried. You know, it doesn't sound good also.
Yeah, it's wrong. So whoever wrote the book has done it wrong. Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah.
Rasulullah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. No problem. Okay. Right. Unfortunately, I was not able to finish it, but inshallah, I will continue this, and I'll send you some handouts on the present tense verbs, the 3 states, and also some other bits related to this, so that you can review this, inshallah.
Sheikh, inshallah, with the homework, we had a few questions, but inshallah, it's too late for you now. We'll do it next time.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, or just message it in the group so that everyone can look at them, and I'll answer it in the group so that everyone benefits as well. Okay.
Okay, inshallah.
Just do that way. I'll answer it in the group, inshallah.
Okay, thank you.
Bismillah. Can you recite Dua Faraj?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Allahumma kulli waliyika al-hujjata ibn al-Hasan. Salawatuka alayhi wa ala abai. في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وحينا حتى تسكنه أرزك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم.
Is everyone happy with what I'm going to do? So let me show you something on the screen before everyone leaves. If I've got it on my laptop. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, I've got it on my laptop here. I'll show you. So this is what I'm going to do with this. I just want to see how you respond, because you're, mashallah, it's a good sized group, and I can focus with yourselves. If it is a big group, it's difficult to do technical things with them, because there's so many students asking questions. But when it's a small group, it's easier to teach. Let me show you.
Sheikh, this book doesn't have the answers at the back, right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Have you seen this book before?
Yeah, I saw it. Sister Bilqis showed it to me.
Yeah, because I sent the book to Sister in the group, in the fast track group. That's why.
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second. Let me find, where is it gone? Sorry, give me 1 second. I need to find something. I'll show you what I want to show you. Page 79. This is one of the good books which I normally recommend. Okay, look at this here now. So all these are the mansubat. Mansubat is now when a noun receives a fatha. Mansubat. This is in regards to nouns. So maf'ul bihi, maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul lahu, maf'ul ma'ahu, maf'ul fihi, hal, and tamyiz. These are the 7 types of objects for a verb. So maf'ul bihi, object, shariba Khalidun ma'an. Khalid drank
juice.
Yeah, juice. And then the next type is maf'ul mutlaq. It is a master of the verb that governs it and is used for the following ضربته ضربا. I hit him severely. جلست جلسة القاري. I sat like a qari would sit. Then ضربته ضربتين. I hit him twice. So this is called مفعول مطلق. Then we have مفعول لأجله. Why did ضربته? Why did you hit him? تأديبا. I hit him to teach him a
manners.
Exactly. So this is called مفعول لأجله. مفعول لأجله is basically the object comes, and the object which comes in a fatha tanween, it comes for a reason. It is the reason why you done the action. So I hit him. What did you hit him? Ta'deeb, to give him teach him a lesson. So the maf'ul, when it comes, it explains why you actually did that action itself upon that person. So this is that. Of course, I only explain this. Then you have maf'ul ma'ahu. Ja'a Zaydun wal kitab. Zayd came with the book. So wow here, it comes the meaning of ma'a, with.
Yeah.
And these, and then you have maf'ul fihi. Maf'ul fihi is an adverb. And I'll send you this across this book, or these pages, or if you want, I'll send these pages across, whatever you want. Should I send you the book or these pages across?
The book.
Okay, I'll send you the book. I'll send you the book. This is from page number 79 from this book. Have a read through this, and maybe I'll read this and I'll explain this and elaborate this from this book as well, inshallah. So inshallah, how is it, how are you finding it? Is it overwhelming, or would you be able to cope with it?
For me, it was difficult.
Okay.
Me too as well. I find it overwhelming. I find the Arabic names very hard to remember because I'm getting confused with that.
Okay. So what I'll do next week, I will do one at a time and give you about 6 examples of each thing, so that when you have the then it becomes much more easier for everyone, inshallah. Okay. That's what I'll do.
That will be much better.
Yeah, so that will do, because of course today was an introduction. So maybe but especially I know when you have an introduction, it's overwhelming because you're getting familiar with new terms. So inshallah, next week I will concentrate on each thing, several ayat, and I will prepare something and make it clearer for yourselves, inshallah. Okay.
Inshallah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jazakallah, Sheikh.
في أمان الله.